Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Oh my gosh, it's been too long since I've been on a bike.
I really like it. Living a healthy life free of gambling problems is a lot of fun and a nice change of pace.
Did you say race?
No. Yes.
Reconnect with yourself and the ones you love. If gambling is creating a problem for you, there's hope and help. For more information, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org. That's evergreencpg.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Live Day is back, and you are back too. Back to watching us do it, what we do, live.
Finally get to hang out with the Rockaholics for the first time in, 10,000 years? It's been a minute, so come party with us. The first time we get to party to celebrate our 50th anniversary. We're going to have a crazy time doing some stuff live, including live music, live commercials, of course, live sound effects, and just live insanity.
It's happening on November 18th at Snoqualmie Casino. Lots of ticket options for you to choose from. Get your tickets now at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
To everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to turn down for tentacles.
Charge out for life. Release the Kraken.
Yeah, release that Kraken and go buy that hockey shirt at the Rock Shop because it looks cool. Yeah, it looks super cool, and I love it. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Justin and Everett. Justin, are you there?
You bet.
Awesome. All right, Steve, get out of here. Get out. For those playing at home, Justin will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Justin, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Release the Kraken.
Nice. Sploosh. Which color eye mask does Leonardo wear in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoons?
Pass.
238,900 miles is the distance between the Earth and what?
The sun.
No.
Mercury.
No.
Neptune.
No. What day of the week do the Bengals wish it was in their song Manic Monday?
Friday.
No.
Tuesday.
No.
Sunday.
Yes. Which member of the Beatles had a cat named Elvis?
Ringo.
No.
Pass.
The sitcom Happy Days first aired on what network?
Ooh. ABC.
Yes. Tom Hanks and Shelley Long starred in the 86 comedy The Money What?
Talks.
No.
Walks.
No.
Pass.
The Bee Gees had a 70s song titled You Should Be What?
Happy.
No.
Sad.
No.
Damn.
No. 1, 2. Justin dropped a deuce.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Deuce is better than a goose.
Yeah, yes, deuce is better than a goose.
Wow.
I liked it. It rhymed.
There you go. All right. I think it might have been out of Justin's wheelhouse. He's, he's in his 30s. A lot of those might have been out of his time.
Yeah, I guess so, unfortunately. But, they could be out of Steve's wheelhouse.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Steve, you're back. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Which color eye mask does Leonardo wear in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoons?
Red.
No.
Blue.
Yes. 238,900 miles is the distance between the Earth and what?
The sun.
No.
The moon.
Yes.
Oh.
What day of the week do the Bengals wish it was in their song Manic Monday?
Oh, so the Bengals, like Andy Dalton. Monday.
No.
I wish it was Sunday.
Yes.
That's it.
Which member of the Beatles had a cat named Elvis?
I'm going to go John.
Yes. The sitcom Happy Days first aired on what network?
Happy Days. ABC.
Yes. Tom Hanks and Shelley Long starred in the 86 comedy The Money What?
The Money Pit.
Yes. The Bee Gees had a 70s song titled You Should Be What?
Dancing.
Yes. What is the most malleable metal?
Copper.
No.
Aluminum.
No.
Iron.
No. Marge Simpson.
Gold?
Yep.
Damn it.
Marge Simpson typically wears what colored dress?
Green.
Yes. A Whole New World is a key song from what Disney movie?
New World. Frozen?
No, and you knew the song too. Don't worry though, you won 8-2.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Justin, we knew that was going to happen, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Have a good week, you guys. Nice
too.
game. Good game, Steve.
Thank you, my friend. Have a great one.
Good
Take it
sport.
easy, Justin. Yeah.
And then winner song
Oh, yeah.
to help you ease on out.
I'll shake his hand, but I'm going to still hoist the cup.
Nice.
Well, this was a killing. I mean,
Yeah. Kind of like last night's game, but
Yeah, really.
it happens
You know,
sometimes.
he just needs some more guys in front with better hands. That's all. That's all that he needed.
Exactly. You figured out that the most malleable metal is gold.
Yes, he did.
Is it malleable?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I got what he was saying.
Yeah, everyone knew what was going on there.
Did they really, though?
Probably. Don't check the texts. And then The Whole New World was a key song from
Aladdin.
Yes, Aladdin. Because
I saw the play.
Really?
Yeah, I think I did.
Well, you know the song.
Didn't you see the live action one?
Yeah, you saw the
Okay, so
Yeah,
they play.
with Will
Okay,
Smith.
yeah.
I always forget if it was Aladdin or a Little Mermaid. It was one of those Disney live action plays. It was
What?
good.
Okay.
Like a live action play or a movie?
No,
it was like
play.
Broadway.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Because they did the live action movie as well with Will
Yeah.
Smith as a
So
genie.
you saw a Disney Broadway thing, Steve?
Yeah, at the Paramount Theater.
Nice.
cool.
Wow, I don't know why you would do that. I thought you hated Disney.
My wife
And animated
loves it,
stuff.
though.
Well, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
And I'm a big fan of theater.
Theater.
yeah.
Wow.
Cultured
He tells
Steve
us all the
Miggs
time.
over here.
That is like the best accent you've ever done.
Yeah, it
That's
really
because I
is.
started puking in my own mouth as I said it.
Yeah, that was well done.
Well, I could never do that again. Yeah.
Well, yeah, now it's gone. Yeah,
It's gone. Nice work. Nice effort.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we don't talk about food much on this show, so I thought we should talk about it a little bit right now. There was a new poll done to find out what is the go-to sandwich that we will always order. Oh. So when you get to go to a restaurant that has sandwiches, what's your go-to?
Sourdough Jack.
Sourdough Jack. Very
So
good
every
call.
place that has the sourdough
Doesn't
jack.
matter. No, go-to sandwich. That's a good question.
I got
a
mine.
French dip.
Okay. That's my mom's. Mine is the Cubano.
Oh, those are good.
I love Cubanos so much. And like anywhere I go, even if they have a huge menu, I'm just like, I'm going with that.
All right. I would like to say that
Do we
America
count a
does-
burger as a sandwich?
See, that's the thing. I was just
No.
going to get into this. America doesn't know what a sandwich is.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to count subs, burgers, and sandwiches in the category of go-to sandwiches because America is confused. So if you're going to count all those in there, then you'll understand why burgers are number 2.
Oh, all right.
Since you brought it up, Steve. And number 1, I brought up because it's really a sub.
Meatball sub.
Oh, you are
Ooh.
close.
Italian
It's
sub.
It's on the list, Andy. That is, I believe, number 4, but it is not number 1.
Because typically if I go on a menu and I see a meatball sub is available, I'm probably going to try it. I
Listen.
just straight up curiosity.
Fair.
If you had brotherly love in you, you'd get this.
Philly cheesesteak.
There we go.
I never go with that one. I had a bad experience, and I didn't. So I'm like, now it's like, unless I'm going to be in Philadelphia, I'm not getting a Philly cheesesteak.
See, because they do make some good Philly, like if they're known for it. So like Tats, for example. I
Tats is
love
so good.
Tats Philly cheesesteaks.
But see, if I'm going to Tats, I'm going pastrami sandwich every time.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, it's a
Unless
tough
we
one.
go every day for a week, then maybe one of those 5 days I'll get a. We should do.
There you go. Yeah.
You've got to do just the half and half. You got to go with a buddy and go, look, let's do let's do half of this and half of that. Then I get my cheesesteak and I get my pastrami at the same time.
That's a good idea too.
Well, especially because Tats, if you order like a full sandwich, it's good
gigantic.
for like 8 days because it's so gigantic.
So much food.
I'm surprised Rev hasn't said his favorite yet because I already know what it is.
Orgy?
No, not orgy.
Orgy.
Unless they make a sandwich, I don't know.
Gotta love an orgy
Reuben?
sandwich.
No, it would definitely be the Reuben.
Oh yeah,
And that is on the list as well.
Anytime there's like any Reuben type thing,
He's
like
obsessed with Reubens.
Reuben pizza.
Well, I want to know how they're doing it too, because there's different ways. You can have a dry Reuben or you can have a sloppy one, and I love it sloppy.
Yeah, you do.
Who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me?
So he said a chicken parm sandwich or a Monte Cristo.
Monte Cristo.
If they have both, I'd probably order both.
Good call. Very good call. I forget, what is a Monte Cristo again? I know I like it, but I always forget what's in it. Is it chicken?
It's, I believe, turkey. I think you get
that's
ham,
it.
Swiss cheese, but then the bread is kind of French toast style.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the big part about it.
And
That's
like
it.
powdered sugar.
Yeah. So cheesesteaks, burgers, Italian subs, Reubens. We've missed one that we love, especially during barbecue season.
Oh, pulled pork sandwich.
There we go. That's the
I forgot about that. That's always a great go-to as well.
Yeah.
You know, a highly underrated
po' boy?
sandwich is
yes.
po' boys are super good, but the meatloaf sandwich,
You're right.
don't get that often, but it's fantastic when I do.
I'm surprised nobody said mine, but at the same time, maybe I'm just that basic, but I really love a good turkey club.
I thought you were going to say a bologna sandwich. I was going to give you a high five.
Yeah.
See, I thought she was going to say grilled cheese, and I was
thought
going to
she
give her
was
a high
grilled
five.
cheese.
Why didn't I be a grilled cheese? No, yeah.
Yeah, grilled chicken. Can't argue with a turkey club, Vicky. It's been a while, but turkey clubs are good.
It's really hard for anyone to mess it up. So if the menu, it's one of those menus that has a lot of different sandwiches, chances are not all those sandwiches are going to be great, but you can never mess up a turkey club.
I'm also surprised Steve didn't go with his
Fluffernutter?
No, the peanut butter and jelly. You have one every morning.
I do have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every morning. And I actually, when I went to, it was like it's Fred Meyer, I think it was. And they had one of the, in their little deli area, they had world's perfect. It was called the perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I'm like,
really?
I got to try this. I mean, how do
And?
you not? It was really good. Not perfect. I mean, because they didn't use grape jelly. So it was good.
Was it strawberry jelly?
Yeah, it was a strawberry. It was very good.
All right. I mean, I know you love grape, and I'm also a grape lover too, but I'll deal with strawberry. Now I want to try it. I didn't know Fred Meyer had that.
Look, I ate the whole thing. I didn't take one bite. Like, this is trash. It was really good. It just, I mean, that's a big claim to make that you're.
That would be my go-to
peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That would be my go-to home sandwich, just because it is so easy to make. It would be the peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and fluff. But when I'm out at a restaurant, there's no way I'm going to get that.
But I do give them credit that they did make sure that there's peanut butter on both sides on both pieces of bread.
Oh yeah.
So that was they got points for that for sure.
Well, so yeah, it keeps it from soggy. Yeah, it keeps getting soggy. That makes sense.
And then I went there yesterday. I was kind of craving it. I was like, that was really good. And it wasn't there. I was like, oh man, I guess it's just limited time only or something. Or maybe it's like their McRib only for a limited time at the Fred Meyer's. And you have the perfect peanut butter. Maybe I just went on the one day where they had it.
Wow, look at that. I wonder if the Fred Meyer in Bellevue or Bellevue Overlake area, if they've got the perfect. Now I have to check that out.
Yeah, go in like the little sandwich section where all the pre-made sandwiches are.
That seems like a great idea. I'm liking that plan. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:18 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And this is it, man. This is your opportunity to get over here. Get over here.
Get over here.
Say what's on your mind. But when you do, make sure you follow Steve's rule.
Yeah, show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to gong you. Kill you.
Fatality.
Okay, maybe not. We're just going to say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
Got serious.
It's November, Steve. We can't kill people in November anymore. Not Halloween.
Yeah, only October.
Today is
You
day
can only
of
do
the,
that in October.
I didn't kill anyone in October, though. Come on.
I know.
Does it carry over?
but today's the day. Isn't this today the Day of the Dead? I think officially?
That was yesterday, wasn't
Yesterday
it?
was the first.
Yeah, it's the first and the second.
Oh, wow. Good luck, callers.
Time for killing.
Let it day be the reckoning.
Yeah. Wow. Nice. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Hey, I was hoping to give a quick shout out to Bam on Snapchat.
Who the hell's Bam? B-A-M, like Bam Bam? But
I don't know his name. It's his username. He always snaps at me, and he's a good dude. And he surprised me yesterday. He sent me a picture, and so I opened it up. And this man has a custom Steve Miggs Kraken jersey that he got made, and it just made my night. So I wanted to give him a quick shout out. He's got my number 40, and Miggs on the nameplate, and it's their road jersey.
Nice.
So he's got the E-Bug, and someday he's going to be the guy, and they go, who's Miggs? He's the E-Bug.
It's I'm not even the E-Bug. I'm like with the backup to the E-Bug's backup.
Oh, yeah, you're the E-Bug.
I'm like ninth string E-Bug.
Yeah.
That's still in it.
You're like if Thanos snapped his fingers, you're the only one that survived, and so, all right, now you're the E-Bug.
I'm like if the other 8 goalies got hurt.
Yeah, that's it.
They might call me.
That's it. Maybe. And they might go, you know what, we'll just leave the net empty. I think we have a better shot.
They might and use the extra skater.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that works.
Yeah.
It does sometimes.
I have never seen it work so far in my very limited experience of watching hockey.
That is 5 games.
That has been the most fun part about watching how people are reacting to hockey, being new to it, is the pulling the goalie tactic at the end of the game seems to infuriate new fans. Fans that have been around for a while, you realize that when it does work, it's amazing. And if it doesn't work, it's really not hurting you because you're probably not going to score anyway if you can't score with the extra skater. It's one of those things where you're willing to take that risk.
Yeah, and there are teams that you really, are a lot more scary at that. And those are the teams that have a good power play, like Edmonton last night.
Yeah.
That's a team you don't want to have to only have a 1-goal lead going into the third like that, Steve, because you're like, give them an extra skater, and those guys, half the time could score pretty much.
Dude, when they scored at the end of the period, it was in the first period, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or second, I can't remember. And then Decord had that huge save right at the last couple seconds. I'm like, I think it was at the end of the second period. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man. They're going to come out strong, and then 3 minutes into it, Edmonton scores.
Yeah,
maybe I should watch AEW. I don't need to keep watching it.
Yeah,
but I kept watching.
I waited to the third period to switch it to the Sounders. At least
I kept watching.
You know what happens to me though, don't you? I mean, because of my theory, I automatically get down as soon as if the other team scores
the third goal.
Yeah, and it happened again last night, and I'm just like, and it happened. It's been happening so much where it's like if I go, and now I got to root against my theory and. Well, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I think maybe 1 or 2 of the games, if that. I know for sure 1, but that's about it. They went against your theory.
Yeah, I know.
It's so strange.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah. It is a weird theory, but if somehow Vegas would take that bet, which of course they wouldn't because I feel like it happens more than it doesn't, you'd be a millionaire. You just keep betting money on that. Oh, all right. I'm going to make my bet now. They scored that third goal. I'm doing it.
Speaking of the Kraken, Danny and I are going to be going in the game on Thursday.
Oh, really?
And maybe we need to swing by Little Woody's because my buddy Craig Proper, he just sent me a text saying, hey, I don't know if you see what Little Woody's is doing, but they're doing a thing called Fast Food Month. And they're basically replicating iconic fast food burgers, but making it with the Little Woody's twist. So they have like a sourdough Little Woody, like the sourdough Jack.
Okay.
And I shared it on my Twitter just so other people could see it. But they also have the Little Big Mac, which is a Little Woody's version of a Big Mac.
Okay.
Also the Little Woody's Baconator, like the Wendy's Baconator.
Nice.
And then also the Little Crunch Wrap, which I think, is that Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Makes sense.
Little Woody's is so good.
And they have one at the Climate Pledge Arena.
Well, and that's where I would go every time. I mean, even though I want to try Shaq's Chicken too, that would actually be it. I'd be like, all right, maybe I'll do a Little Woody's burger, Shaq's Chicken. I'm done for the night.
Or one of us gets the Shaq burger and one of us gets a Little Woody's burger and we just share them.
Yeah, you do the splitter like you were talking about before.
But we don't even cut them and we just each start at one end.
Lady in the Tramp style, yeah.
All right,
check out our Instagram that night for that video.
Yeah, when they do their TANF cam, we'll do some crazy eyes while we're doing it.
Yeah. Can you actually put that on Snapchat so it'll go away? Oh, thanks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't need that living forever. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Dude, this is trippy. It's a little bit to do with the Kraken. It's just insane. And I saw this. Someone posted it, and also someone texted us saying, hey, have you seen the Black Keys, which is a great band, their show poster from 7 years ago when they played at the Key Arena? It's trippy now knowing that we have the Seattle Kraken. So they did a lot of bands do like these big elaborate show posters that are like really cool pieces of art. 7 years ago to the day, I think it was, yesterday, the Black Keys played, and the tour poster is insane. It's the Space Needle being attacked by a Kraken.
Nice.
And the Kraken is in the Seattle Kraken team colors.
Oh, wow.
It's got
That's
red
nuts.
and blues. I mean, it's probably just a happy coincidence, but how cool is that?
Wow, I never even knew about this.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
really
a pretty cool illustration, too. I want that poster.
Well, for $100 you can get it.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Oh, wait, it's sold out. So probably for several $100s on eBay, you could probably get it.
Well, talk about predicting the future.
7 years ago, they had that poster going out there.
Damn, dude.
And it's in the Seattle Center. It's at the same place where the Black Keys played.
That's pretty awesome.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's very, very awesome.
Definitely one of those random coincidences, but it's still pretty cool.
Show posters are one of those things. Sorry, show posters are one of those things that I really should start buying more of, especially when they do like the limited edition ones, because then you get stuff like that, and it's like it's a one of a kind thing,
Yeah,
and some bands do it well. I know that the airport did a whole display of all the Pearl Jam posters, and it was really awesome.
Seahawks do them too for games, and a lot of those sell out. They're done by the same guy that does the Pearl Jam. It's Jeff Ament and his brother, the Ames brothers. That they do like this different crazy artwork, and they have other people that do artwork as well. But the Seahawks do them for every home game.
I forgot
and
all
most
about
of those
that.
sell out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
And they're all cool and trippy and awesome.
Oh, damn! That's a nice collection. I'd like to see displayed somewhere too.
Someone thought though pulling the goalie with 2 minutes left and only down by 1 is a little too early. Tell me why I'm wrong. Well, I don't think you're wrong, but I'm also not a coach, so I don't know what the thought process is. I'm typically if I'm going to pull a goalie, I would usually wait until like about the 90-second mark. I feel like 2 minutes is a little, but sometimes you just need to take that chance. And if you feel like your team's got possession of the puck, that's the time to pull the goalie.
That is interesting. I wonder what that is. I wonder if it's line changes, Steve, if they really just go, okay, I'm going to pull the goalie now because maybe a good line, they have a line ready that's better.
They could have fresh legs of the guys that they feel most confident about scoring the goal. There's probably a lot of factors. That's why I say I'm no coach. So
yeah,
I hated when I played beer league, and I hated when they want to pull me. Because I don't like skating that hard to the bench.
Oh yeah, because you got to fly.
But also it's just like, man, because you're just like, I don't want to, because that goal, it's just like you just have to watch them from the bench because you know that the other team more often than not is going to score that empty netter, and it's just like you feel so like useless.
Yeah,
more useless than if I was in the net.
I felt kind of dumb last night. I was, because I have never seen this before. I've seen advertisements on like walls, but I've never seen advertisements on glass.
Yeah,
and so I was like, looking at all the Tim Hortons stuff, wishing we had a Tim Hortons, of course, on the boards. And then I'm looking at the glass, and I'm seeing the Seattle Iceplex being promoted along with Starbucks. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought this game was in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there going, why the hell is Edmonton promoting this? And then finally it dawned on me because I'm just like, I know how they do it on walls because they use the green screen, but I'm like, how do they do it on the glass? I'm like, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever noticed that before except last night's game.
Yeah, they got the technology to do that kind of stuff. Every team does that, where like you're putting advertisements that aren't seen at the actual arena but are seen on TV. And I think
that's a pretty smart idea. It looked really good.
And also, it looks like I don't know if you saw the last home game, but there was some ice projection on the ice. So I don't know, man. I feel like there's a good chance Danny and I for Thursday's game had a couple. And I saw a nice piece that was done about the ice and the game entertainment that the NHL put up on Twitter, and I shared it on my Twitter at I'm Steve Miggs, where it's like just talking about the game experience. And they said that they're going to keep changing it and keep freshening it up. But now the projection thing is up and running. I think we're going to, and they had a couple of days to maybe practice it where the team's not playing on that ice. We might see some cool stuff on Thursday.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, boy.
Here it comes.
We better that little Woody's Burgers ending up on the ice.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm kidding. It's probably way too expensive to do something
I
like
wouldn't
that.
do it. No, not at all. I wouldn't leave it on the ice. It is Listeners on the Loose. You're getting a chance to pick a topic. You're getting a chance to guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls and more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
You know, I'm glad we can take this time for ourselves.
I know, me too. It's nice going on new adventures, experiencing new things, and creating new memories again. I missed you when you seemed lost in your gambling.
Well, I'm back and ready to visit new places and see new sights. Oh, and try new foods.
Yes, new foods.
If gambling is creating a problem for you, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Ooh, someone's got a good question for us. Speaking of the NHL and the coffee places, what would you rather? Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts coming to Washington State? For me, I'd want them Timbits.
Yeah, if they come with Timbits, that's happening.
They have to come with Timbits, otherwise don't come to our country.
This is going to be sacrilege to everybody that I know because Duncan, of course, is from the Boston area, but their donuts have declined. I mean, they are not. They're just not what they used to be. So Tim, all the way.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you can't. I mean, if you try to go head to head with Tim on with the Munchkins versus the Timbits are way better. And just donut wise, I feel like Top Hot is way better than Dunkin' Donuts. But Dunkin' Donuts coffee is really good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they do make good coffee.
I spent a lot of time on TikTok, and everyone from the East Coast always has, like, you know how we always have our Starbucks cups? Everyone always has a Dunkin's cup.
They're everywhere.
So I kind of want to try it, because I'm like, okay, if everyone's...
You've never tried it?
Oh,
wow.
Their breakfast sandwiches are also really tasty. I used to get those. But the coffee, I get the Keurig cups of Dunkin' Donuts.
That's what we get as well, too.
I have it every morning.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
This is a weird thing for me with Dunkin'. We had them, and we had very few in Albuquerque when I was growing up, but they were allowed to smoke in the Dunkin' Donuts. So for some reason, to this day, if I have a donut from Dunkin' Donuts, it still tastes like cigarettes to me, and I can't do it.
It's like having tequila and you puke on it. It's like you can't have it anymore.
Yeah, and even though they haven't allowed smoking in a Dunkin' Donuts for forever, it's just like, for some reason, it relates that in my mind. And so I never understood why Dunkin' Donuts was so special.
It's funny. Sometimes I'm a glutton for punishment. I go on Facebook and I read people's comments when they complain about things.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, someone was complaining about the Kraken game because they were bothered that there was a Dunkin' Donuts ad on the boards, and they were mad about that. Like, how could you have a Dunkin' Donuts ad on the boards when we don't even have a Dunkin' Donuts? And of course, everyone's like, well, they're an official sponsor of the NHL, which is what the Kraken are. So I'm sure that's a national thing, and it's going to, some things are that's just the way. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is what you're bothered about. Yeah. Like, this is what you need to go on Facebook to complain about, is Dunkin' Donuts sign on the boards. Like, you can't enjoy the game because there's a Dunkin' Donuts sign. You're an idiot. It just seems, I just thought that was the funniest thing. And also, if you really want to enjoy Dunkin' Donuts, go to Target or wherever, and you can buy the Keurig cups or like the coffee, and you just do it in your thing.
Totally.
I think that's a big reason why they do it why they have it, because I don't know how many places actually have Dunkin' Donuts anymore, that the shops. But you're right, Steve. Those donut cups and their coffee reputation, that's probably a big reason why they'll advertise on every boards in the NHL, because you'll want to get those for your Keurig more than you'll want to go visit a Dunkin' Donuts.
I have a feeling that they do pretty well more on like that kind of stuff than the actual stores.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I could be wrong, but that's how I feel.
I'll have to see if they've upped their game, but I went to the airport Dunkin' Donuts because that's like, okay, I was boarding my flight leaving Boston. I'm like, let me go get one. And I was so disappointed. But especially with what Tot Pot does and Mighty O and those kind, and I'm sure that there's a lot of places in the New England area that also those great donut places that, I can't believe Dunkin' hasn't upped their game unless they just feel like, you know what, people aren't going to come to us for the frou-frou donut, so we'll just give them this whatever. But they're not what they used to be at all.
Yeah, but they changed their name. They're not Dunkin' Donuts, right? They're just Dunkin'. So I think they're even like, look, we acknowledge that our donuts are not anymore like as special as they used to be. I don't know what the rationale behind that was, where they're just like, people are coming to us more for coffee than donuts. That's just leaning more into that.
Yeah, well, with the health kick stuff too, it's like if you're going to
health
do
schmelth.
Yeah, but definitely I think that like people are just like, I'd rather go to Starbucks and have a bagel because it's more healthy than a donut.
I have no idea. A bagel.
It's still dough.
I do not think a bagel's more healthy.
I want bagel.
Really. Maybe like one of those egg white.
Yeah, I can
bites.
see like an egg bite or something like that. Yeah, I'd rather go there for that.
Danny goes, like one of those vanilla cakes and the scones or the lemon cakes. Those are healthier. Yeah, the chocolate chip cookies are healthier than the donut, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hey, so I wanted to shout out real quick. Love for you guys to give a shout out to my sister, Officer Buck in Lakewood, from her brother Jonathan in Randolph, New York. I'm listening through your app. Thanks.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Officer Buck?
Where's Randolph, New York, Steve? I feel like I know where that is. Or is that anywhere near New York City?
I'll give you the same answer I give my wife when she asks me about places that I don't know. I go, I don't know, probably upstate. It's over there. Or it's in Long Island, for all I know.
Yeah,
it is upstate.
There you go, see?
All right. That's how I know.
Whenever I don't know a name of a place in New York, it's either upstate or it's like kind of close to Long Island.
Yeah. Is it close to Syracuse, Rev, or Buffalo,
There's
or Rochester?
a whole bunch of weird Jamestown.
Albany.
Close to Buffalo, it looks like.
Oh, that's how I know
Point.
Randolph. Yep. There we go. I knew the name.
I mean, close-ish. But
all right.
Yeah.
Well, but it's on the way, or where it's somewhere in the vicinity, so the noisy Bills fans will be talking about it, the Bills Mafia. Great.
Text just came in saying, I went to the Acropolis, the joke was put it in quotes, on Sunday. Great steak, horrible lap dance.
Oh. Aww. When you go to a place and the steak is better than the lap dance, I don't
know if you're going to the Acropolis for Acropolis. Damn you, Linda. Yes. Acropolis.
There you go.
You did it.
Third time.
You're
renaming
it.
Dude, I can't get that out of my head ever since your girlfriend called it the Acropolis.
You're welcome.
It's like a mental struggle now.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're going really. I'm sure lap dances are fine, but I thought you're just going really for the ambiance of the steaks and the drinks and girls dancing around you and throwing dollars on the table, but not really going off to get a dance.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I had no idea. I thought that's exactly why you went there. Okay.
No, it's more about the vibe. I think lap dances is more of a thing here in Washington because there's nothing else to do. Whereas, like, in Oregon, like, all the places you could drink, and, like, it's more of a sociable thing as opposed to just going there with, you know what I mean, if that makes sense?
I have, you know what? That's interesting. Most establishments that I've been in, and I've really been in Washington, whatever, the lap dance was a big part of it. So I didn't know that this was different at the Acropolis.
I bet it's still popular. I just think, though, the more popular thing is probably just posting up at the stage and throwing dollars down.
And it's pretty open because there's multiple stages.
Setup, yeah.
Wherever you're sitting, you can turn around and you could see someone else on another stage. So, yeah, you're really there, like Steve said, for the ambiance.
What's a dance like though nowadays in the COVID world, like a lap dance? Like, do they just like hover over you, kind of like a toilet seat that's dirty? You know what I mean? Like, or like
that's a good question.
Like, are you actually like getting a lap dance?
No, face to face, I bet.
Or masks on, or you have to hold like a plexiglass shield.
That's what you got to do. Yeah,
that's funny because then that keeps your hands from touching things that you shouldn't be touching.
Oh, good call.
I'm just picturing like that giant body condom that he wore in the Naked Gun movie. If you remember that scene, that's all I'm picturing.
Or Bubble Boy, or like one of those like human soccer ball that you see at the park, and people put those like giant bubbles on.
These are all great ideas.
Yeah,
I would go there.
Yeah, that's not a lap dance anymore. That's an aura dance at that point. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know what the world is like these days, but if any strippers are listening, let us know what lap dances are like post-COVID world.
Yeah, we need that info.
Yeah,
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show.
Someone said, so what do you guys do during the commercials and music? I've always wondered that.
Well,
I play on TikTok.
Make TikToks. I make Joe feel awkward with my TikToks.
I sometimes just watch wrestling with no audio on it.
Sometimes we have some great food in the kitchen that we got.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah, for me, it's usually eat food or go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm trying to chug a lot of water, so a lot of pee breaks.
Yeah.
Say hi to guys from down the hall.
Yeah, I do a lot of walking around. That's my thing. Love to walk around and just say, "Hey, what's up to everybody?" And then come back.
Do you have your poles here? Do you walk around with your poles?
I don't have my poles, but luckily the ground is not uneven, so I feel safe enough to be able to not roll my ankle when I'm walking around the office.
But what if there was an earthquake?
I know. If there was an earthquake, I'm done. But you know what? I have a feeling if there's an earthquake, maybe rolling an ankle is the least I'm going to be worried about.
Fair.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how good our building is, to be honest with you. Though I was in the building, for the earthquake that we had, almost over 20 years ago about that in Nisqually, and the buildings did do well.
Yeah, the old buildings, they definitely were on rollers.
Yeah, well, you were in a different building than I was.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was in those big twin toaster buildings.
Yeah, so those worked. I'm glad to hear that. My building was like a 3-floor building. It was a very small building.
Yeah, Steve, you're up on like the 15th floor at that point?
That was.
That's got to be terrifying.
The funny thing is, though, I was there for like one of the smaller ones. I wasn't there for the big one because I just got back from Vegas for a buddy's bachelor party, and I was on a massive bender.
Oh, so you missed the Nisqually?
No, dude, I was in my bedroom in Lower Queen Anne, and I woke up. I literally got home that morning, and I was fried. My brain was fried. There was a lot of substances. There's probably many holes in my brain because of that weekend. But I remember just like waking up thinking my room was spinning, like it was just something because of the hangover. And then the light fixtures are swinging, and I'm like, okay, this is not the hangover that's doing this. And then I realized that, oh my gosh, we're in the middle of an earthquake. And I'm freaking out because I'm in a building that was built in like the early 1900s. I'm like, oh man, I don't know what to do right now. Like, do I just stay in bed and put the blanket over my head? Because, that's going to save me.
Yeah, the blanket, that's what they tell you to do. Yeah.
Close.
They really don't tell you to do that.
But it finally settles down. I get up and I go outside because this is back when I was an apartment manager it was like on First and John, right by the Space Needle. And I go out there and there's like someone from the city is standing outside of my apartment complex. And I'm like, hey man, what's going on? He goes, oh, we just figured this would be the first building to go because of the earthquake. And it was like, jeez, I need to get out of this place. Like,
wow.
He's like, yeah, this is like on our top 5 places that we were thinking that might have like suffered some massive damage. And a couple of bricks fell from the top of it, but nothing major.
Well, it's a good thing you get out of there when the city shows up figuring, well, this is where the first debris is going to happen.
Right? Like, we should go check that place out.
Damn.
It's still standing.
Yeah, and I wonder if they've done any work on it. I mean, at that point, you'd be like, okay, maybe they should inform they got to figure this out if they can, or just knock the damn thing down.
I'm pretty sure they gutted out a lot of that because they went from being apartments to condos, and I got a feeling that it's now like a little bit more fancy inside.
It better
definitely
be.
out of my price range.
Yeah, well, if it's then they probably did that because that's wow.
That earthquake, man, that took out like the Phoenix Underground and a bunch of like bars in Pioneer Square. It was really
my driveway. It wasn't pretty.
That's the first thing that pops up when you talk about damages from the earthquake. It's BJ's driveway.
My sliding doors. I couldn't open the sliding doors anymore because they got bent because of the earthquake. The way it all worked. I mean, the little things you don't even realize. Like, damn, all right, earthquake.
Ooh, we got an update about lap dances in the post-COVID world.
All right, well, this is all right. Maybe the proper the proper sound effect should be. There you go, Steve. That's what you're looking for.
So it's like got a lap dance from there a few weeks ago. They definitely are. You're definitely getting a full lap dance, and it was worth the money. I know it could depend on if the guy is drunk and being obnoxious, though.
Yeah, but the idea we're talking about, the 6-foot rule apparently not happening in that situation.
Another person says I went to the A Crop a couple months ago. The lap dance was socially distanced at 6 feet, but that rule has been lifted for a month now. From Marty and Yelm.
Nice. Yeah, we know that.
Well, I don't understand how that's the case, but all right. Congratulations to everybody involved.
I'm glad to hear that the Acropolis is back to doing what
Acropolis.
Yeah, that's it.
Cropolis.
There you go. I'm getting you the Damn It Linda shirt for Christmas.
Damn it, Linda!
She ruined
No one's going to
you.
know why. Every once in a while, they'll just be like, why does Danny's coworker always say damn it to your name?
Yeah.
I want a shirt too.
Sell them at the rock shop. Damn it, Linda's.
Damn it, Linda's.
That's it. I think only you two will buy them, but what the hell? Let's make them.
Yeah.
Oh, if we have her riding a turtle.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. If you get her riding a turtle saying, damn it, Linda, I'm sure it's going to be a giant hit.
I'm buying every single color of him.
Someone has a question for the Geek Nation, folks.
Oh, all right. We'll make this quick.
All right. They want to know if you saw the trailer for the Boba Fett thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Book of Boba Fett? Hell yes.
It looks awesome.
What's going on?
Boba
What's
Fett
going on?
Well,
you want me to explain?
Yeah.
40 years of Star Wars to you?
It's a TV show on Disney Plus.
Thank you, Rav.
Yeah.
That's the question. Like, is it a cartoon? Is
What's
it a
going
It's live action. Boba Fett takes over for Jabba as the he's trying to be the up and coming evil underlord leader, and so he's got to form his little posse of peeps on that.
I thought he's in The Mandalorian.
He was, and this is an offshoot, kind of a side thing from The Mandalorian. So it's the Book of Boba Fett.
And spoiler alert, if you saw the very last episode of The Mandalorian last season, at the very end, you see him kind of taking the throne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then they announced this one.
But Steve may remember because if anything, Boba Fett died in episode 6.
I don't remember.
We thought he died.
Obviously, he didn't die.
Remember, if you remember, so you don't. Well, then why do you even want to know about him if you don't even know? I mean, he's a big deal because him coming back or being alive was like a big deal last year. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, he's alive! He's really alive."
I mean, I've always had like a thing for Boba Fett, but obviously not enough to watch. Like,
Did you have a Boba fetish?
Yes.
Sorry. Not sorry.
All right, that's enough.
I always thought Boba Fett was cool, like a badass, so.
Yeah, he was till he got swallowed up by the Sarlacc.
Sarlacc.
Yeah. What, is he a Sarlacc? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He took off at the tarmac and got swallowed up by the Sarlacc. That's what it is.
The Sarlacc?
Yeah.
You remember
It's like a big
fight?
sandworm that digests people for thousands of years.
They were going to make Luke walk the plank and jump into the creature. You don't remember any of that, do you?
No.
You like the Ewoks. All you remember is the friggin' Ewoks from episode 6?
Yeah.
The worst part of episode 6?
Yeah, if they would have fed Ewoks to the Sarlacc, then it would be a difference
What the hell is
there.
episode 6? Is that Return of the Jedi?
Yes.
Well, thank you. Why don't we just call it Return of the Jedi?
Because
Talk to me like I'm a human, not a Star
we call
Wars
it
fanatic.
episode 6.
What, are you saying Star Wars fanatics aren't human, Steve?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well,
You're talking to me with like the lingo. Like, just give me the name of the movie.
I'm not talking to you anymore about Star Wars.
Have you not seen episode
You're off.
6?
I'm gatekeeping you. You're out. You're out.
I think it's okay with this one.
Yeah. Hey, here's a big question that has nothing to do with Return of the Jedi, episode 6, or the tarmac.
Return of the Jedi.
Yes. What do Ryan Castle and a dog have in common? I'll tell you one thing. The damn dog wasn't in the friggin' movie that Steve would only remember.
Tex is right. You're nerd shaming me.
I totally am. I'm nerd shaming you, gatekeeping you. I'm doing it all. Get out. Anyway, we'll tell you what Ryan Castle and the dog have in common at 9:50. I'll make that 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a dog have in common?
I also don't know the number to the Star Wars episodes.
Yeah, Lulu doesn't know it either.
Yeah, good.
She knows Empire Strikes Back. She doesn't know episode 6.
Which was the one with John Candy and Rick Moranis? What number was that? That was
you
the
know
best
what?
one.
You
Episode
and Steve
69.
enjoy your life.
69, of course.
Yeah, enjoy your life behind the gate, both of you.
Man, how are you supposed to bring more fans in if you're just going to gatekeep us like this?
I'm going to gatekeep you two. Everybody else is welcome, but you two geniuses get to stay outside the gate.
Just because we like.
This reminds me. One time I was in a mall in Wisconsin and I saw an entire family wearing Packers outfits, and I said, you know what? I don't want to be a member of that club.
Good. You're not. You're not.
I don't want to be in your club. It's fine.
Good. We didn't want you. Hey. But let's talk about your dog. Does it ever tilt its head and look confused?
Oh, yeah. Constantly.
Scientists have finally figured out why they do that. It could be you got yourself a smart dog. I guess there are dogs that are smarter than other dogs. They call it animal cognition. And there are dogs that are gifted that can, like, remember their toys.
I told you Lulu's gifted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's a GWL. They call them gifted word learners. How about that?
Now,
So
Rufus is a doofus, but it's still cute.
Rufus all right, I like doofus. That. Does rhyme on that. I bet he appreciates that just because it rhymes.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan's got a 12-pack. There's no rhyme, but it's pretty awesome. And that's next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
I always love Thanksgiving just because it's just all about hanging out, no pressure of gifts, and just eating like pigs.
It's like the 3 F's for you: food, football, or maybe just 2 F's. Yeah.
There you go. And fun.
Fun. That's it.
And family. 4 F's.
Oh, 4 F's. Wow. Man, if you're lucky, you will get that 5th F. But probably not. You'll be too tired. Yeah.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
We missed you!
Come here, kids. It's so good to see you again. Grandma and I have to catch up. Why don't you play in the other room for a bit?
Okay!
It's good to see you again, Mom. We all missed you.
I'm sorry it took so long. I lost a lot to my gambling problems, but I'm happy to have my life back with you.
We are too, Mom.
If gambling is creating a problem for you, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.